This is a new thing that I'm doing in Pokemon Sun and Moon called the SOS method. Basically, it's the new shiny method because there's no fishing method anymore and there's no Pokeradar anymore in 7th gen. With the SOS method, you go into battle, you use a Pokemon with false swipes to bring them down to 1 HP because they're most likely to call in for help when they're in the red. And what that allows, it allows another Pokemon to come in with a higher chance of a shiny. I think it's halved from what rumors are saying. People still need to find out, but we do know that this works. A lot of people have been finding shinies this way. It could be up to a chain of 30, chain up to 500. I found mine on a chain of 297, which took like around 3.5 hours, 4 hours, just because when they call in for Pokemon, they don't come every single time. And also, they don't always call for help. So it could take like 2 turns or 3 turns before they call in for help, and then it could take turns after that for them to actually come in. I caught my shiny Grubbin just a couple of minutes ago. It was so long just to catch it, just because of the freaking thing when they don't come in time. And it takes like 3 or 4 turns, and then you gotta feint the Pokemon because you run out of TM moves. But there's something else that annoys me with this method. Is that most of these Pokemon, they know accuracy depleting moves, such as Sand Attack. And this is one thing a lot of YouTubers or a lot of people won't tell you. Get a Pokemon that has an ability to avoid stack changes. Like me, I like using Torkoal, just because it knows White Smoke. And when these Pokemon do Sand Attack and try to deplete your accuracy, it doesn't work. Your accuracy is going to be 100% always, unless you change it. White Smoke does not let the other Pokemon change the stats. You're the only one who could do the stat changes. This is something I found really helpful that nobody else has told me. As you can see, I have 2 Torkoals in my party, but you can't really see it, but I do. And with those 2 Torkoals, it can last like around 120 turns just because I use a lot of PP moves like Flame Wheel and Flame Charge. And I also use Body Slam. Those all have like 20 and 25 PP. You need a Pokemon with a lot of PP. Another thing is, you should change out the Pokemon like every 40 turns, 50 if they're a low level like this, because you don't need to do it every 30 turns like these higher level Pokemon just because they have moves like Sand Attack and String Shot, which have like 45 PP, 40 PP. But it's always safe to actually switch them out. And what I mean by switching them out is that you see how there's only one right now? You kill that one right when the other one comes in. You bring that one down to 1 HP with False Swipe, and then you keep on knocking the one out on the right that appears every single time. I want to see how this Picky Peck gets shitted on with this. So let's see. It took me 297 attempts, which is a lot. Well, in my case scenario, it's a lot because I've known people who do it like in around 30 times, 40 times, 50. I haven't seen anybody do it less than that, but it's for 297 attempts, it's not bad compared to like the Pokeradar method where you only needed a chain of 40. But to get that chain of 40, it took a long time. Like, it was ridiculously hard if you didn't know what you were doing. And it's even hard when you know what you're doing, because sometimes you don't even know if you're going to the right patch or not. But let's skip that because that was old. That's not this gen. With the SOS method, you could do this with basically any wild Pokemon. But the things I have to stress, bring a Pokemon with White Smoke or any Pokemon with an ability to avoid stack changes. Look, he's doing the call for help right now. And with the SOS method, you basically want to do that. You want them to get another Pokemon out, have their HP in red, and then knock the Pokemon out on the left. But of course, you want a high level Pokemon to do this with a lot of HP and a lot of PP. Alright guys, that was my new episode. please look forward to more shinies being caught. Till next time.